You've seen the edits, the slow walk, the suits, the cigarettes, the quotes by order of the Peaky Blinders. And somehow, this show turned into a mindset, a Sigma mindset, a be like Tommy Shelby mindset. Control everything, feel nothing, win at all costs. But here's the problem. That's not what this show is about. Not even close. Because if you actually watch Peaky Blinders, not through edits, not through TikTok clips, but from start to finish, you realize something uncomfortable. Tommy Shelby isn't someone you're supposed to become. He's someone you're supposed to understand and maybe even fear becoming. So today, we're shaking the lore. Because Peaky Blinders is not a story about power. It's a story about what power costs you. Let's start with the biggest lie. The idea that Tommy Shelby is always in control, because that's what people see. He walks slowly, he speaks calmly, he always has a plan. He looks like a man who controls everything, but look closer, really closer. Tommy doesn't control his world, he reacts to it. Every season, it's the same pattern. A new enemy appears, a bigger threat rises, the stakes escalate. And Tommy, he adapts, he survives. But he's never ahead, he's constantly putting out fires. And the deeper he goes, the less control he actually has. Because control is an illusion, and the show makes that very clear. The more power Tommy gains, the more unstable his life becomes. More enemies, more pressure, more chaos. That's not control, that's escalation. People treat Peaky Blinders like a rise to the top story, like start from nothing, build an empire. But what does Tommy actually gain? Let's list it. Money, yes. Power, yes. Influence, definitely. But what does he lose? Peace, sleep, relationships, sanity. The show doesn't hide this. It shows it constantly. Tommy is rich, but he can't rest. He's powerful, but he's never safe. He wins, but every win creates a bigger problem. This isn't success. This is a trap. And the higher he climbs, the more trapped he becomes. Now we get to the core of the show, the thing most people completely ignore. Peaky Blinders is not about business, not about gangs, not about power. It's about trauma. Everything starts with the war. The tunnels, the explosions, the constant fear. Tommy didn't come back from the war. He survived it. There's a difference, because surviving doesn't mean healing. And the show makes that painfully clear. The nightmares, the silence, the detachment. That's not cold mindset. That's damage. And every decision Tommy makes after that is shaped by that damage. He doesn't build an empire because he's ambitious. He builds it because he can't sit still. Because silence is dangerous for him. Because peace is something he doesn't know how to live with. Another huge misconception. People think Tommy is disciplined, focused, controlled, strategic. But what you're actually watching is addiction. Not just alcohol, not just cigarettes. Addiction to chaos. Addiction to risk. Addiction to problems. Tommy doesn't avoid danger. He seeks it. Because danger keeps his mind occupied. It keeps him away from himself, from his thoughts, from his trauma. That's why he keeps escalating. Why he never stops. Why he never says, "This is enough." Because enough would mean sitting with himself. And that's the one thing he can't do. Tommy Shelby is often seen as untouchable. But that's another illusion, because what makes him untouchable is exactly what isolates him. He doesn't trust people. He manipulates them. He keeps everyone at a distance. And at first, it looks smart. But over time, it destroys every real connection he has. Family becomes complicated, love becomes fragile, loyalty becomes transactional. And slowly, you realize something. Tommy isn't surrounded by people. He's surrounded by roles, employees, allies, enemies, but not equals, not real connections. And that's the price. The higher he rises, the more alone he becomes. So why do people get it so wrong? Why did this turn into a Sigma mindset show? Because of how it looks. The aesthetic, the suits, the music, the slow motion. It feels powerful. And in short clips, it looks perfect. But those clips remove the context. They remove the consequences. They remove the cost. They turn a broken man into a symbol of control. And that's where the misunderstanding happens. Because Peaky Blinders doesn't glorify Tommy. It exposes him. If you strip everything away, this is what the show is really about. You can build everything and still lose yourself. You can win every external battle and still be losing internally. You can look powerful and be completely broken. Peaky Blinders is not telling you, be like Tommy Shelby. It's asking you, what happens if you are? So next time you see those edits, the quotes, the slow walks, the music, ask yourself, are you watching a role model or a warning? Because the show already answered that. We just chose to ignore it. This is exactly what we do here. We take the stories everyone thinks they understand, and we shake them. We look past the edits, past the hype, past the surface, and we ask, what is this actually saying? Because sometimes the real story is the opposite of what you've been told. If you enjoyed this one, you already know what to do. And if there's another show, game, or movie you think people completely misunderstood, drop it. We might just shake the lore on it next.